last 20 seconds.
Dear President of International Geographical Union, dear President of Turkish Geographical Society, dear National Committee members, Commission chairs, dear participants of the International Geographical Congress, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 34th International Geographical Congress closing ceremony. We have come to the end of this prestigious Congress of the world. Although we could not host you in Istanbul for 5 days, we were guests on your screens. We hope you had a wonderful and productive Congress. We did our best to make everything happen in the best way as possible. We wish success to the local organizing committees for the upcoming congresses and express that we are always ready to support them. Now, I would like to invite the President of the French National Committee, Amel Katarouza, to the microphone to give his speech on the ideal Centennial Congress to be held next year in Paris. Welcome. Hello, Mr. Katarouza. Can you hear us?
Yes, but my internet is very unstable. I'm sorry. I have some problem today, but normally you got the video. Hi. Cher président de l'EGI, cher Mike, cher président du comité local d'Istanbul, cher Barbaros, chers collègues. As President of the French National Committee of Geography and on behalf of the entire French Local Organizing Committee, I would like first to thank Professor Barbaros Godensky and all the members of the Local Organizing Committee of Istanbul for this fascinating Congress. Of course, I wish we could have met face-to-face, but in the current context, your team has done a great job in organizing the first virtual IGO Congress. Your success becomes a model for all of us, and it will be, of course, a model for Paris next year. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to present the next exceptional Congress that will take place in Paris between July 18 and 22nd, 2022, on the occasion of the centenary of the IGO, but also 1 year after the centenary of the French National Committee of Geography. Here is already a small video to present our city. We are very proud to have the honor of organizing such an event with the IGU and to have the opportunity to welcome you all to Paris. First, I would like to say a few words to introduce you to the local organizing committee, which is working hard at the moment to set up our Congress. I could not mention all of them, but know that there are more than 20 colleagues, all volunteers to prepare the different aspects of this conference, under the supervision of a steering committee with Nathalie Lemarchand, Antoine Leblanc, Jérôme Verny, and myself, and helped by the CNFG board and private partners. This Congress will be held in several locations in the heart of the capital. The sessions will take place in the Latin Quarter, at the Sorbonne, and at the Institute of Geography. These places are symbolic for French geographers as well as for our entire community, and we are happy to be able to celebrate this anniversary in such sites. In the Saint-Germain-des-Prés district, the Geographical Society, which is celebrating its 200th anniversary this year, will host several conferences. The opening and closing ceremonies will be organized in the famous Richelieu Amphitheatre of the Sorbonne, with a retransmission in 2 additional auditoriums in Paris and with a live online streaming. The Bibliothèque Nationale de France will host a conference and an exceptional exhibition. And there will be much more in our program. Excursions will be organized to discover the region, exhibitions, geographic cafe, and other events will allow us to exchange and meet. Of course, we are facing since 2019 an exceptional context with the health crisis, and we want to do everything possible to give everyone the opportunity to participate in this Congress. For this, we propose several formulas. First of all, we want to offer you a hybrid Congress, which will be both face-to-face and online. What do we mean by hybrid Congress? We mean that we will set up a main room that will be fully hybrid, allowing the participants present and those online to exchange live with each other. We will also offer you a live stream for the opening and closing ceremonies, and we will open 5 virtual rooms for the online sessions. Finally, we will create a special virtual room for the e-poster exhibition. Regarding the sessions, because of this hybridity, there are 2 ways to present sessions, and you will have to specify as soon as possible whether you intend to propose a face-to-face session or an online session. We would obviously like to give preference to face-to-face sessions in order to have the opportunity to meet physically. But you will have the possibility to propose an online session as well. And depending on the evolution of the health situation in the world, we will do our best to adapt the system so that it allows to gather the maximum number of you. We also remind you that the working languages in our Congress will be French, English, and Spanish. Then we will offer you a conference with multiple registration prices, on-site or online, for 1 day or for the whole conference. With this wide range of prices, we want to allow as many people as possible to participate in this Congress. We really hope that this event will be an opportunity for all of us to meet again. The location of our conference in the heart of the Quartier Latin will allow you to combine work and pleasure, joindre l'utile à l'agréable, and to take advantage of the Place de la Sorbonne and its terraces, the Parisian Bistro, the Parc du Luxembourg, the Saint-Germain-des-Prés district with its history and its café, and many other places. Finally, the gala dinner will be the occasion for a dinner cruise on the Seine. I remind you that the calendar for our Congress has already started. The website has been opened since March. The call for sessions is open since April and will remain open until October 15. The call for papers will open soon as well as the registration for the additional social programs such as the gala dinner and the excursions. To follow the different steps of this calendar, I invite you to regularly visit our conference website. You can also subscribe to the Congress Twitter account or consult the Facebook event page of the Congress or the LinkedIn account that we created for this purpose. For access and accommodation in Paris, we will soon on our website provide you with a list of practical information, hotels, restaurants, accessible to all. Getting to Paris is possible by plane. The two airports of Charles de Gaulle and Orly are important international and domestic air hubs, but also by train. The French network with high-speed trains is very efficient to travel in France and in Europe. Getting around Paris is easy via the metro or bus, and you can find all information and maps on the RETP website. And I invite you also to visit the website of the Paris Tourism Office, which is a goldmine for all kinds of information about traveling and staying in our capital. Dear colleagues, on behalf of the local organizing committee, I thank you all for your attention, and I hope to see you in Paris next year.
We thank to Amael Katarouza and a tuteleur à Paris. Thank you. Now I would like to invite the President of the Geographical Society of Ireland, Dr. Cathy Rayleigh, to the microphone to give her speech on the IGO Congress to be held in 2024 in Dublin. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to share my screen. Hello from Ireland. Thank you very much for the opportunity to provide some information about our plans for the 2024 IGC in Dublin, held from the 25th to the 30th of August. I suppose we look forward to welcoming everybody to Dublin in 2024. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the local organising committee for a fantastic conference that has clearly come together amazingly well, given the challenges that we currently face. So congratulations from me and all my colleagues here in Ireland. It seems like quite a while has passed since our colleagues Niamh Moore-Cherry and Francis Fanny sent word from Beijing that we were successful in securing our conference, the IGC 2024 for Dublin. Since then, we've been incredibly busy, and I'd like to provide you with some information that would help inform your decision to attend and enjoy all of our plans for the upcoming conference. The theme we've chosen for the 2024 Congress is celebrating a world of difference. This sits very well within the discipline of geography, and essentially what we see ourselves producing is a festival of geography that highlights geography's central role across a variety of, I suppose, areas of concern and issues and issues that relate to contemporary society today. These include connecting the natural sciences, humanities, and social sciences, understanding and, I suppose, endorsing how we value and develop intercultural awareness and understanding, promoting intellectual diversity and holistic perspectives, identifying and embracing the complex interconnections between people, place, and the natural environment. I suppose that essentially in particular is what makes geography so unique. And it presents a celebration of geography that we perceive as happening not just at the conference venue, but spreading right across the city, the country of Ireland, and the globe. In terms of Dublin as a venue, it is globally connected and uniquely Irish. Dublin represents a politically stable place, a welcoming city, and safe with easy access to the entire island of Ireland. In August, our climate is temperate, and I suppose there is easy accessibility, not only with regards to travel opportunities, but also with the open visa policy for non-EU travelers. This should not pose a problem. There's lots of culture, entertainment, and shopping for accompanying persons. So there is literally something for everybody. In addition to that, there's a good infrastructure that makes not only traveling to Ireland easy, but also traveling within the island itself. The venue for the Congress is the Helix in Dublin. The Helix is 10 minutes from Dublin Airport. It is a 20-minute journey to the city centre. And throughout the duration of the Congress, a dedicated bus shuttle will run that connects the venue to the city centre. Further to this, and I suppose cognizant to the fact that not everybody has large travel budgets to support them, we have made available accommodation to suit all budgets and all price points. There is, in addition to that, there are about 1,000 campus rooms available. There are a range of hotels a short walk away. The Helix and Dublin City University presents a unique series of meeting and networking spaces, in addition to shops, bars, restaurants, and leisure amenities. So literally everything is contained within the IGC 2024 Festival Village. Already, we have lined up a series of program events, and I suppose this is symptomatic of the fact that geography's community in Ireland is young, dynamic, and diverse, engaging a broad range of disciplinary areas and subdisciplines within geography. So this includes program events already in place, running in conjunction with the Royal Geographical Society and the Institute of British Geographers, the Regional Studies Association, the Journal of Geography in Higher Education annual lecture will take place. There will be a series of workshops by the International Network for Learning and Teaching. We will actively engage with the IGU commission chairs if there is a need or if there is a want, a desire to organise any cross-commission sessions or and post events. If this is something that is of interest in 2024 to commission chairs, please do get in touch. We're happy to help and facilitate such pre and post conference and congress events. We also plan on incorporating a series of events that relate to women in geography and a series of networking events for women in addition to early career researchers. From my perspective as President of the Geographical Society of Ireland, 2024 also represents the 90th anniversary of geography of the Geographical Society of Ireland. So it is an amazing opportunity for us to connect with our colleagues globally in an inclusive fashion and celebrate through this festival what geography is and what it means not only to our community, but to broader society. Finally, then we will also host the Geography Olympiad, which will be chaired by Dr. Susan Pike from Dublin City University. We already have a series of scientific excursions that I suppose relate to a range of subdisciplinary areas. There's something for everybody, essentially. You can explore the Burren, the karst, unique landscape of the Burren in the west of Ireland. You can stay local in Dublin City and engage, I suppose, a series of excursions around bridging local and global economies. You can explore historical and physical geography through the Brún na Bóinne and a series of historical monuments. Or you can travel further north and understand the complexity of a post-conflict city in visiting Belfast. Again, something for everybody and something that truly displays the range and the richness of the geographic experience in Ireland. On that note, I'd like to play a short clip from the chair of this year of the 2024 IGC committee, Dr. Niamh Moore-Cherry.
Céad míle fáilte, bienvenue and welcome. On behalf of the Irish geographical community, we are so looking forward to welcoming the world to Dublin in August 2024 for the 35th International Geographical Congress. The theme of our Congress is celebrating a world of difference, and we are so looking forward to turning it into a festival and celebration of geography as an integrating, holistic and exciting discipline at the cutting edge of some of the world's biggest challenges. We leave you now with a short video which gives you a taste of what you might expect on a visit to Ireland, and we very much look forward to hearing from you in the time between now and our August 2024 Congress.
Our Congress website is already up and running, and you can access it through www.igc2024dublin.org. This will have all of the information with regards to the 2024 Congress, in addition to any grants and bursaries that might be available for those who are often underrepresented at such events. If you want to find out more about our Congress, I would urge you to log on to the website, sign up to the Congress newsletter, and learn more. You need to opt into that Congress newsletter because obviously our website has to be GDPR compliant. On that note, I really look forward to welcoming you all to Dublin for the 2024 Congress, celebrating a world of difference. In the meantime, I also look forward to seeing you all in Paris in 2022. Thank you very much.
We thank to Dr. Kathy Raby for her presentation. Now, I would like to invite the head of the local organizing committee and the vice president of the International Geographical Union, Professor Dr. Barbaros Gönencsky, to the microphone to give his closing remarks.
Thank you, Mibera. Dear participants, we have come to the end of the 34th International Geographic Congress. As the host country, we have come to the end of our existence that lasted for 11 years. We wanted so much. We worked hard. We were tired but happy, and finally got to this point. We could not host you in Istanbul, but we were guests on your screens. We try to do our best to make all participants happy. As an online congress, actually, I believe that we have completed the whole organization in the best way possible. If we have same thoughts and feelings, it means that we have reached our goal. If we have made some mistakes, I hope that we will be forgiven. We are happy and proud to have one of the most prestigious congress in the world, IGC, to be held in Istanbul the first time. More than 600 oral presentations were made at the Congress. The presentations were made by around 650 participants from the 75 different countries. However, 92 posters from the 30 different countries were included in the program. The top 3 countries in oral presentation were China, India, and Japan. In the poster presentations, Japan, Spain, and China were the top 3 countries. All these presentations were held in 13 slots and 175 sessions. In addition, 7 speakers, each more valuable than the other, made magnificent presentations as a keynote speakers. However, 180 students from the 46 countries participated in the International Geography Olympiad, which was also held online just before the Congress. The Olympiad, which were held with an online exam, were also very successful. In addition, 19th International Conference on Spatial Data Handling and Geographical Intelligence organized by the GIS Commission in the connection with the Congress was held online 13 and 14 August, hosted by the Department of Geography of Sakarya University. In this conference, there were over than 40 papers and 5 keynote speakers presentation in 7 sessions. In the concluding my words, I thank my university rector and my faculty dean, the president of the Turkish Geographic Society, to our commission chairs and the national representatives, to IGU executive board members, and to our former presidents, Ronald Abler, Vladimir Korosov, and to Yukiya Himiyama. And today, my of IGU, Mike Meadows, and of course, the great IGU family. I would like to thank the local organizing committee for this success, International Geography Olympiad and International Conference on Spatial Data Handling and Geographic Intelligence local organizing committee members. And I would like to thank our Congress partner, DECON company, and our teammates for their tireless support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Dear colleagues, all my colleagues as a successful and healthy life. Thank you for being us. Stay safe. Thank you.
We thank Professor Dr. Barbaros Kanechgil for his speech. Now I would like to invite the President of the Turkish Geography Society, Associate Professor Dr. Ahmet Ertek, to the microphone to give his closing remarks.
Thank you, Müberra. Dear IGU President, distinguished colleagues, geographers, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the 34th International Geography Congress virtual closing ceremony from Istanbul. 9 years before, when we won to hold in Istanbul Geography Congress in Cologne, after the IGU General Assembly, I wanted a paper for this big Congress to Mike, Professor Mike Meadows. He was the IGU General Secretary and Treasurer. He said calmly, please, you read the results in the IGU website. We cannot give any paper. But wait, Ahmed, 5 years later, I understood when I took IGU flag to Chinese colleagues in Beijing 2016 with Barbaros, because we wanted. It's a very good and excellent experience for us. The organized like this IGU, IGC 2021 Geography Congress, we are happy. But we are a little sad because the Congress and the presentations was with virtue. Finally, we learned more in this Congress, such as climate change, land use and land cover change, culture and cultural heritage, remote sensing and GIS, geography education systems, geography Olympiads, tourism activities, tectonic movements, tsunamis and tides, forest fires, torrent and floods, human activities, so on. It's a different part of the world. But the magical word is Anthropocene era, press in the Congress. Don't forget, please, geography, bridging the continents, and Istanbul, bridging the continents. Thanks, all of you. Stay safe. See you in Paris next year, 2022. Thank you. Merci.
We thank to Associate Professor Dr. Ahmed Altek for his nice words. We now invite Professor Dr. Mike Meadow, President of the International Geographical Union, to the microphone to give his closing remarks. Welcome, Mr. Meadow.
Thank you, Mibra. Professor Gonenschkil, Professor Ertek, members of the local organizing committee, members of the IGU Executive Committee, conference delegates, chers collègues, thank you for this opportunity to reflect on this amazing event. In closing, I obviously would like to thank you all for coming. And I think it's apparent, if it wasn't before, from looking at the comments I've been reading on the screen as the others have been speaking, that this has indeed been appreciated as a highly successful Congress, despite the obvious challenges that have been imposed upon us through the coronavirus and its implications for travel, etc. I would like to pay tribute, of course, to the local organizing committee, in particular to my good friend and colleague, Barbaros, for your excellence in leading the Congress team. It's an event that's been, as we heard from you earlier, actually not 9, but 11 years in the making. To Soykan, Mehmet, Mibara, and colleagues in the DECON group, I salute you for your unwavering professionalism, incredible willingness to be flexible, your warmth and your generosity. I've worked with quite a few commercial conference organizing companies over the years. Believe me when I say this, yours is a truly outstanding one. Thank you. But I want to come back to Barbaros. I really want to pay a very special tribute to you. In the last few months in particular, your efforts have been absolutely immense. I would be surprised actually if your wife and family even remembered who you are. How you've dealt with the challenges, the disappointments has been truly amazing. Never a word of complaint, never ever showing your frustration, though indeed there must have been frustrations. Surely frustration about the coronavirus situation and having to postpone to 2021. You've always done this with quiet calmness and with a ready smile, but everything underlain by a steely resolve to get the job done and done properly. Thank you, my friend. The whole IGU community owes you a very deep debt of gratitude. The IGU itself has, of course, faced its own challenges in the recent past. We still feel the pain of the loss of Secretary General Singh, but we have to move forward as an organization. And I would like to inform you at the closing ceremony that yesterday, the Executive Committee in its meeting took the decision to appoint Barbaros Genenschkil as the interim Secretary General of the IGU for the period up to the Paris Congress next year. There will be a call for nominations for the position at the beginning of 2022 and an election. And I'm also pleased to tell you that we agreed, and very happily so, to keep Pankaj Kumar on as the Assistant Secretary General. For the time being then, the Secretariat of the IGU moves to the University of Istanbul, and we'll be making changes as appropriate to the website, etc. You'll recall at the opening ceremony on Monday that we announced the winners of the IGU Laureate d'Honneur Awards and presented them to the deserving candidates. Jack Dangermond is actually the winner of the IGU Planet and Humanity Award, but he'll be presented with that in Paris. Now, also delighted to tell you, and in fact to announce for the first time, that the IGU has initiated 2 new awards that will also be presented in Paris. These are the IGU Early Career Award in Geography and the IGU Award for Distinguished Geographical Practice. Details of these and the call for the 2022 candidates for our other awards will be made in due course. It's time now to look to the future, to the extraordinary Congress in Paris next year to celebrate 100 years, the centennial of this historic institution. We can reflect on the significance of the fact that the IGU was formed in 1922 and became a founder member of what was called the International Research Council. It's the forerunner actually of what we now know as the International Science Council. And the International Research Council was established courtesy of Article 282 of the Treaty of Versailles that brought about, of course, an end to the horror that was the First World War. So the IGU, in a sense, was founded in peace. And let's hope that geography and the IGU can help the planet to make peace with nature. It's certainly needed. Paris 2022, nous vous aimons. We love Paris. And indeed, Dublin 2024 and Melbourne 2028, we love you too. These events will give us an opportunity not only to celebrate our discipline and its interconnectedness, but to realize the contributions that we as geographers can make to showcasing our relevance, to help to address the inequities that divide our society, and to make an impact in resolving the huge challenges we currently face. Let's harness our knowledge, our credibility, and our networks to the greater good of humankind. Thank you all very much for participating. See you in Paris.
We thank to Professor Mike Meadow. Now we are coming to the end of our closing program. As the traditional ritual of International Geographic Congresses, we will hold the handover ceremony of the Congress flag. The flag which was entrusted to Istanbul at the Congress held in China in 2016, will now be entrusted to France. For the handover ceremony, we invite Ahmet Ertek, the president of the Turkish Geographical Society, and Barbaros Gönençgil, the head of the local organizing committee.
I took this IGU flag 5 years before in Beijing, 33rd International Geography Congress. Now, end of the ceremony, I give this IGU flag to Istanbul, from Istanbul to Paris. Congratulations, Paris.
They are presenting the flag to Nathalie Lechaumont, co-chair of the French Local Organizing Committee.
Thank you. Merci, dear Ahmet, dear Barbaros, and Tebrik Behrim. Congratulations for this Congress. It was a very great work and a very good Congress. Despite the pandemic, you realized a very great work. It was a very good Congress. Teşekkür ederim for your warm hospitality here in Istanbul, where I had the privilege to be. Teşekkür ederim to all the team for your support.
Congratulations.
It was a great challenge, no, for the IGU Centennial Congress. Nous espérons pouvoir tous vous accueillir à Paris l'année prochaine, réunir à nouveau la communauté des géographes de l'Union géographique internationale et plus encore rendra le congrès exceptionnel du centenaire encore plus beau. La fête sera plus belle. Teşekkür ederim for this flag transmission. Nous sommes fiers de garder ce drapeau à Paris before handing it over to the Dublin team for the 35th Congress of IG. Okshay Kalem, see you next year in Paris. À l'année prochaine.
Très bien. Merci beaucoup. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, along with us, this traditional ceremony, we are coming to an end. We would like to send our big thanks to everyone who participated in the Congress and was with us throughout the Congress. We are closing the Congress with the hope that we will see each other in future and in congresses that will take part face to face. Stay safe.